Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another video on the channel. Today, what we're going to be doing is actually flying that. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, today's video is going to be us doing a little flight on Ryanair and reviewing their services, their quality, and basically the airline as a whole. But of course, once again, we do not care about Swiss 001 approved, we care about Avrate approved, because that is where it's at. So today we're going to see if Ryanair is truly Avrate approved. But first of all, let's understand the basics of Ryanair and why they're so popular and unpopular at the same time. But of course, Ryanair, as you just saw, is very well known for their very hard landings. But as well as that, they're also very well known for their very bad leg room. I mean, just look at this woman. She is definitely not comfortable right now. So what exactly is it that makes Ryanair pretty much Europe's biggest airline, you could say? Well, let's jump into booking our flight tickets and find out. Okay, so starting things off nice and simple. We're on the Ryanair website here. Easy navigation. You can see everything you need to get here. You can get cards, you can get gift cards. I don't know who's buying a Ryanair gift card. But what's interesting is they've actually got Cyber Monday specials. Fly from £19.99, one day only. In fact, let's have a look at this real quick. I mean, just look at this. You can fly from London Luton to Barcelona, France, Poland, all for the price of £15. I mean, just look at all of these flight options. You have so many different places that you can go for the price of £15, but that's just the Cyber Monday special. We don't care about that. Anyways, we're going for a nice and simple flight today, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be flying from London Stansted to Dublin, Ireland. And of course, we're not using any deals. We're going for the real deal, the full price. And we're going to see what Ryanair can offer us. So here we go. Dublin, nice and easy find. We'll pick our days. Let's fly out on Saturday the 9th of December, because why not? Get us into the Christmas spirit. And let's search for the flights. And right here, ladies and gents, the cheapest flight option we've got available is for £14.99, which is actually a very good price to pay for a flight ticket from London Stansted to Dublin, Ireland. I mean, heck, I'm going to be paying more for the train ticket to Stansted Airport than I am going to be paying for the flight ticket to Dublin. What? I mean, as we can see, their cheapest available option is indeed £14.99. However, it comes with the issue of other flights being at a higher cost. And you'll oftentimes find that they're very, very near to being sold out. Like this one here. 2 seats stuff to this price, but £55.22. That's expensive. Who's going to Ireland at 8:40 in the morning? Got a fat ass on my at the bus on her bum. She's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Where do you wanna go? Girl, let's take a ride. We can hop up in a roll. Okay, so I'm thinking that I might just go for the £41.61 ticket. So let's select this ticket right here, and for our return flight, we'll choose the £20.87 8:55 flights. You know, with Ryanair, they actually make a lot more money from the things that people buy with their tickets as opposed to the ticket itself. For example, you can upgrade your fare and you can get a regular or a plus or a flexi plus for the price of £76.47, and we're going to continue for £62.48, which is actually quite a lot. And again, they'll ask you to upgrade to regular. No, I don't want to. We're going to travel light here, as it says, and we're going to continue with basic. And here, ladies and gentlemen, is where things get fun. So you get to the seat selection process, where you get to choose what seat you want to sit on. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't buy any of the upgraded fares, you have to pay to purchase your seat. And so what we'll do is pay to purchase our seat. I mean, I personally would love to sit here around these sort of regions, but they're all taken, so we'll take 10 Foxtrot for £10.50. But of course, it doesn't stop there. You then have to go into your next flight, and then you have to pay once again to, no, I don't want to. However, if you're a 6'3" menace like myself and you want to pay money to sit on a window seat whilst having like 2 inches of legroom, then you can go ahead and spend an extra bit of money. So let's do that again. We'll go with 12 Foxtrot for £8. And just like that, we've spent £18.50 on just seats alone, as well as around 60 something pounds on our tickets. And once again, another way of getting easy money from their passengers, you can pay £6.09 per person per flight to add fast track through security, which we're going to say no thanks to. Of course, now, ladies and gentlemen, they hit you straight away once again with another option to spend more money. You can add a bag for £6, but we're not going to do that. Once again, we're going to choose the one small bag only, so we spend nothing. And look at that, we're getting threatened by Ryanair. They're saying that if we bring an extra bag, or if our bag is too big, we'll get charged €70. No, I'm inclined to believe that that is where the majority of their income actually comes from. Forget the flight tickets, forget the add-ons, forget the upgraded fares. That's where all their money comes from. But they're trying to sell me a car now. I mean, to be honest, that's not too bad. £20 for one day. Yo, hey, I can't lie, I'd do that. I mean, heck, I could drive this around for one day for the price of £1,219 to drive a Mercedes E-Class for one day. Let's view the deal. Yeah, I can't lie, they're asking for my age. I think if I say 18, no, I'm 19 actually. If I say 19, they're gonna be like, yeah, nah, bro, you ain't getting that. They're gonna tell me I'm not getting. They're gonna give me the shit boxes. They ain't gonna let me take nothing. What? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's hit pay now, and we're gonna process a payment and see what it says next, and hopefully that will be our flight tickets booked and £80.98 down the drain for a day trip to Ireland with Ryanair. And booking is confirmed. And now once again, they're trying to ask me to hire a car. But I've already paid, man, relax. So yeah, that's about it. That's us booking our Ryanair flight. The website is very easy to navigate. And, well, let's see if I can, you know, make the most of my last few moments on this planet and, you know, survive the flight. Let's go. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to London Stansted Airport. Very, very easy to access and one of the very many London airports that exist. I mean, today I got to the airport by train. Now, you can see that on this particular day it was relatively busy at Stansted Airport, but it wasn't actually too bad. The Ryanair area was relatively quiet for how many flights were going out. What can I say? It's nothing compared to what you usually see at an airport like London Heathrow, which gets, very, very busy sometimes. You have no idea how awkward it was for me filming in public. I mean, you could see how scared I was to record. Anyways, moving on to the next stage of getting to the aircraft, we have to go through security. Now, this bit for me was really awkward, you know, seeing all the security officers be like, hey, what's up, man? You're a passenger today. It was relatively busy, the line was pretty long, but it blew down pretty quick. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you could picture one thing that all airports really, really love, what would it be? I'm gonna give you guys a few seconds to think. Time is up. It's duty free. We had to go through duty-free after we made it through security. I mean, on the duty-free side, it wasn't actually that busy, but there was still a bit of activity going on. But it didn't really take us too long to get through duty-free. We can see here that we're boarding through departure gate number 50, and it took us about 10 minutes to walk to the gates. You can see here that we were finally about to make it there in satellite 3. But I made the decision to actually visit duty-free and make one small purchase.
Bro, I don't want to speak. There's so many people around, it's so awkward, but I want to show you guys something real quickly. I just bought this. Fucking bacon roll, bro. My finger's longer than it. My finger is literally longer than it. And bro, you wanna know how much that costed? Tell me why I just spent £5.85 for that, bro. £5.85. And that's with staff discount, bro. That's with staff discount. £6.50 for this.
But moving on past that point, it was finally time for boarding. We only started boarding about half an hour late. But I'm not gonna take that on Ryanair because we don't actually know why the plane was delayed. There could have been weather issues. There could have been, you know, ATC strikes, because we all know that France likes to strike with their ATC. I got up pretty quickly, so there wasn't really that long of a queue ahead of me. We managed to make it through within about 10 minutes of standing. It wasn't too bad. But this bit really does prove why Ryanair is such a ghetto airline. Imagine you're boarding a plane and this is your scenery. This is the way that you're getting down. It looks like you're back in the Bronx. There it is, ladies and gentlemen, our Ryanair 737. Let's jump on it. Now, of course, ladies and gentlemen, when you're boarding an aircraft, the first thing you want to be doing is finding your seat. Now, of course, on board a 737, it's not really that much of an issue because it's a narrow body. But we managed to find our seat relatively quickly, and to be honest, as a 6'3" individual, the legroom wasn't actually too bad. I was relatively comfortable. I had space.
I can't complain. I mean, I'm 6'3". I've still got like about an inch of legroom left. You know what? The legroom here is not actually too bad.
Now, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, the time here right now is 11:23. We're already nearly 25 minutes delayed here, but once again, we're not going to blame the airline for this. We don't know what it could be. So I decided that at this point, you know what, why not have a look at the on-flight magazine and see what they have available in terms of, you know, meals, snacks, perhaps duty-free drinks. I'll be honest, some of the options here were weird. Like, what the hell is that? A fresh sandwich that does not look fresh at all. But aside from that, ladies and gentlemen, let's have a look at the fun bit, the takeoff, of course. Now, it was relatively rainy, so it's very hard to actually, you know, get a good view. But as we accelerate down the runway, of course, the raindrops, you know, they get blown across the windows, and you get a much clearer view. And to be honest, it was a very, very bumpy departure, but it was good. It was all right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, not long after takeoff, I came to the conclusion that, you know what, maybe it's time to have a look at the toilets. And I'll be honest with you, it wasn't the greatest experience of my life.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard the shitter. Watch this. If I stand up straight, what the fuck? What the fuck? How much space do I have? I've got no space.
Yeah, I don't feel like my hair made it any easier for me. But not long after actually exiting the toilet, they actually started with their catering services. Right here, as you can see, they're selling some food, snacks, drinks, duty free. And I thought, you know what, let's politely ask them if they have any food coming.
Is there gonna be any like food coming as well?
Yeah, what would you like? We can take it now, the order.
What do you do the lasagna still?
Paninis, chicken paninis, ham and cheese croissants, bacon baguettes.
Do you still do the lasagnas?
Yeah.
Can I get one of those?
beef lasagna.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you like anything else?
Can I just get a 7-Up as well?
7-Up. Would you like to go for a meal deal or not?
No, I'm alright, thank you.
You know what, thinking about it now, I probably should have just gotten the meal deal because I would have gotten like a snack and everything with it as well for literally 49p more.
Okay, so I've just bought myself a beef lasagna and some Sprite. That costed me like £10.50, but I can get like one of them ready meals from Asda for like about £1.50, maybe £2 a push. I don't know. Well, I just got my lasagna and I really want to ask the simple question of why is it so big? Why is it so big?
Yeah, the lasagna was pretty big, it was huge, so I guess I could understand why it was so expensive. But you'll see right here me actually walking off the plane with my lasagna still intact, and let me show you exactly why.
Right, so my dumbass literally was about to start eating the food, yeah, and then I got told, oh, you can't actually eat that. Tray table needs to be down because we're landing. Yeah, that was my own fault. I can't eat my food now, but that's on me. We'll eat it once we land. I'll let you guys know how it goes.
Yeah, that was kind of my own fault. I probably shouldn't have ordered it so late into the flight. But in all fairness, I only ordered it about 20 minutes after takeoff. The total flight time was around 50-something minutes. It took about 10 minutes to prepare. Then when I finally got it, I had to record the clips. By the time I had opened it, we had started descending, and the pilots was basically like, "Oh yeah, put your tray tables up." You should have seen the poor cabin crew. She was so apologetic. She felt so bad. I felt bad. But ladies and gentlemen, moving on from that, let's move on to everybody's favorite part of the video, the landing, of course. Let's see if we get ourselves a Ryanair classic.
Yeah, this is fun. There's so much turbulence and it's so much fun. I fucking love this so much. Yo, this is sick, bro. Obviously through the camera for you guys, you aren't gonna see it as much as I do, but for me, being in the plane right now, we are going crazy, and it's sick. I'm loving this. The most fun part about it is that we're so close to the ground that any mistakes and we crash, bro. So now it's like it becomes intense. You know, we're literally banking into the ground. We're banking into the ground, bro. We might actually get a landing. We might get a landing. Oh my gosh. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. Not bad.
You know, perhaps the online status, that was a standard Ryanair landing. You know, one of those touchdowns that shatters bones and breaks spines. However, in Ryanair's defense, it was a very, very windy and bumpy approach. There was like a lot of wind. But realistically, to the type of weather conditions we were facing whilst coming into land, that was a really good landing. Now, I managed to find my way onto one of those funny little Dublin buses and decided it's time to eat some grub. Let's eat some Ryanair lasagna.
Right, let's just taste this lasagna, just a little bit of it. Oh my god, it's so thick. I'm actually scared to do this. I don't want to make like a mess or anything. Wish me luck. Yeah, we're not going to be in that.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, of course, the overall review. Let's talk about what we're going to actually give Ryanair in terms of ratings here. So in terms of punctuality, you know, the aircraft departing and arriving on time, I'd give it probably about a 7 or 8 out of 10. I mean, yeah, we might have taken off about 45 minutes late. However, we don't actually know what caused that delay. I mean, you all saw what the weather was like. It was very, very bad weather, so perhaps that could have been the cause. My overall experience with the cabin crew was absolutely fantastic. The cabin crew was so nice. They're so nice, man. I gotta give it a 10 out of 10. And I know it might be a little bit bold of me to say that when you have airlines that might have 10 times better customer service. However, on the greater scale of things, what do you expect Ryanair cabin crew to actually do? They're not going to treat it like a long-haul flight, are they? The service was perfectly spot on. It was perfectly fun. I had no complaints. They weren't rude. They asked me what I wanted. It was a good experience. And let's talk about legroom, ladies and gentlemen. We are in a narrow-body Boeing 737-800. Whether you might deem it to be by Ryanair or not, I mean, they have more legroom than EasyJet, but they're in an A320, of course. I would say that the legroom is absolutely something that nobody should be complaining about. I mean, heck, if I'm 6'3" and I've still got about an inch or two of space, then why are people that are shorter than me complaining? Legroom, I can't complain, man. I'll give it a 9 out of 10. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, the landing. You all saw what the weather conditions were like. You guys saw how we landed. In the video, I said 7 out of 10. However, thinking about it later on, I changed my mind. I don't give it a 7 out of 10 anymore. I give it an 8 out of 10. But now, ladies and gentlemen, to answer the big question, is Ryanair really and truly AVRATE approved? Well, contrary to popular belief, I'd say that Ryanair is a very, very fantastic airline. One of the best airlines I've ever flown with. I don't really have anything to complain about with them. You know, they're a very cheap way of getting you from point A to B. You get what you pay for. You pay £20 for a flight ticket, you get £20 worth of service. That being said, without bias or encouragement from popular belief, I'd like to openly say that Ryanair is indeed average approved. Most certainly one of the greatest airlines to ever exist. My overall rating of my Ryanair experience is definitely going to be a 9 out of 10. Let me know in the comments if you've ever flown Ryanair and what you rate them out of 10. And of course, comment down below what airline you'd like me to review next. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it. Be sure to subscribe. Let's get to 2,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 12, the finale of the 12 days of Raid.